Using a check request to pay a non-BART student. Say you want to invite an outside performer, an artist, a lecturer to come to your event and perform a certain service. You can in fact pay for an outside performer using a check request. But before you can do that, you need to first make an agreement with them and obtain a W-9 form from them. Before you agree with an outside performer or artist to come to your event, make sure you both agree on a payment amount that your club can actually afford. Do not promise a payment amount that your club will rely on emergency funds for. Your e-fund request will be denied if you have already made an agreement with an outside group. The agreement between you and the outside performer can be informal, such as an email thread or text messages. Or it can be formal, such as a contract. Whatever it is, the agreement needs to include your name, the performer's name, the date, time, and name of the event, what services they are providing, and the payment amount agreed upon. It is essential that both parties, you and the performer, show that you mutually agreed upon a payment amount. Please note, if your outside performer does provide you with a formal contract, you must consult with student activities first. You need to schedule an appointment to review and agree to the contract on behalf of the college. If you do not do this, your check request will not be processed. A W-9 form from the individual giving the service is also required. The individual must provide all applicable information on the form. The form must include information for Part 1 and must be signed and dated by the performer. Without this crucial information, the W-9 form is not complete. W-9 forms can be found online, or a printed form can be found in the Student Activities Office. Please note, if your performer is not a U.S. citizen, please contact Kristen Betts for appropriate paperwork. Once you have your agreement and the completed W-9 form, please print out both the approved agreement and the W-9 form. Please note, if your performer would like to have a check on the day of the event, you must submit a check request and the appropriate paperwork at least 2 weeks prior to the event that they are performing at. This way, you can pay your outside individual at the time of the event instead of sending the check via mail after the event when the check is actually ready. Once you have the approved agreement in the W-9 form, take a check request from the Student Activities Office and please fill out the following sections. The field that says, is this reimbursement/payment for a current BART student? No, you're paying someone from outside of the college. The field that says, BART student ID, skip that. The field that says, check payable to. Please fill in the full name of the outside individual you're planning to pay. The field that says, address/city, state, zip code. Please indicate their full address. It can usually be found on the same W-9 form. Fill in the date and the club paying for this individual at the top of the check request. The field that says mail check to if different from above. Only fill in this field if you'd like to receive the check in your mailbox and give it to the individual directly after the event. Write down your name and campus mail. This is recommended if you submit this request 2 weeks prior to your event and if your performer would like to get the check on the day of the event. The field that says cell phone and email of the person making request. Put down your contact information. The field that says was this for an event? Write down yes. Indicate the event title and date of the event. In the description of purchase, you just need to summarize what the payment is for and for what event. If you paid your individual hourly, include the number of hours and quantity and the rate per hour and unit price. If you paid them a lump sum, skip quantity and unit price and just write the amount down in the amount section. Calculate and write down the total of the payment. And finally, print and sign your name in the fields below. Staple the agreement and the W-9 form to the back of the check request and submit it into the check request bin in Student Activities Office. For more information on how to use a check request, please look at the links below.